just to say hi. I hope everybody is doing alright. And thank you for the part that you all played in my life. Hello, everybody, everybody, hello. How are you? Tell me, how do you do?
Hi guys, it's your girl Gypsy back with another video. How are y'all doing? Because your girl is doing great. Okay, I'm just gonna go ahead and just talk about it. Your girl is not unemployed no more. She got a job. She got a job. She got a job. The Lord has blessed your girl. Your girl has a J-O-B. Praise him. Praise the Lord. Thank you all for the well wishes. I did announce it on my Instagram. And if you're not following me, what are you doing? And when I mean what are you doing, I mean stop what you're doing and then go to Instagram. Type in Gypsy Junction. Actually, you don't probably have to type in the whole word Gypsy. You just spell Gypsy. It'll pop up anyway. And follow me. Put on the alerts so you know when your girl's posting. Because I'm a post. And then you come back. Okay, I'll wait. Okay, hi, you're back. Oh, okay. I am enjoying myself. I'm just loving that I'm in a better workplace environment, that it just feels so nice to what you're doing, you know? Like previous employment, obviously loved being around books because I mean, duh, I'm a reader, but you know, it was just everything else. So I was like, But let's go ahead and get into this video. I have an old-fashioned book review for you guys. It took me a little minute to finish the book, not because it was bad, because this book was great. Because I started a job and I forgot I would get tired and that I would probably have to adjust my schedule. And yeah, I'm really behind actually, because I actually have a scheduled post to do in 2 days and I have to read both books. I love doing this to myself. Anyway, it's okay. It's okay. It's all right. She just paid it all. We're good. But yes, it took me a little minute to finish the book, but it's okay. We have it finished. It is amazing. Super happy. Just a love story. So let's talk about story, because you're like, okay, Okay, Gypsy, like, let's talk about it. All right, let's talk about it then. So the main character is Decca from Earfoot. So this is a fantasy book, YA. Now, caveat, it says YA, and usually young adult is from 14 to 18. Howsoever, due to the severity of some scenes, and if this were to become a visual art, as in a movie or a show, I feel as if it would be rated R. Now they could, you know, lighten up some of the really intense scenes, but if they keep it the way it is, as it is described in the book, I feel like, to be honest with you, I feel like it should only be like it should only be 16 and up to read it. Not saying 14-year-old, 15-year-olds, you're like, oh my gosh, I'm not a child. I understand. I agree with you. At the same time, like I said, due to the severity and just how intense some of the scenes are, how they are described, I just feel it's a little too much. It's a lot. Because it happens frequently, a lot, you know. It's a little, oh. Wow, that happened. Oh, it happened again. It happened again. Like, it was just a lot. So, that's just my caveat. But as parent discretion, hey, parents, if you want to go ahead and get the book, that's perfectly fine. But I'm just giving you the hint because I don't want you to come at me and say that I didn't warn you. Okay? Okay. So, like I said, the main character is Decca from Earfoot. And this is an Otera kingdom. Not the kingdom. Okay? Put some respect on the setting here. I love in fantasy books that they give a map, which is super, super cool. Oh, I love that they do this so much. Love it. And there is this ceremony called the Ritual of Purity. And when they turn 16, yeah, I think it's 16, they basically deem pure and impure. So if you have red blood, you're pure. If you have gold blood, you are deemed a demon, impure, because that is the blood that is in the creatures called death streaks. Death streaks are these penetrable, I will kill you on sight, don't even try to run because you will not live for the next 10 seconds. Creatures that come to they're just rampaging, just ravaging, you know, across the kingdom. And, you know, the armies, the Jatu, that's what the warriors are called, they have been just trying to get rid of them, trying to figure out why do they keep popping up and stuff like that. So she's, Decca's a little nervous. One, she wishes her mom was there. Her mom, unfortunately, died 2 months before the ceremony. Like, yo, what? And, her daughter is like, oh, don't worry. You got this. But at the same time, he's like, look, you better be bleeding red, ma'am. Okay, because I will definitely just not even acknowledge you as a daughter. So, long story short, death streaks come to the ceremony. Everyone's like, yo, what? Goes left very quickly. People are dismembered, people are thrown, people are just, it's a lot of blood. A lot of blood. Red blood. Then Miss Thang over here, Decca, she is, just obviously just awestruck by the scene and is like, oh my goodness. And one of them is about to basically attack her father. So, the only thing she can do is just like, oh my gosh, stop, please stop. And the death streak stopped. And so everyone's like, wait a second. Did this little girl just speak? Stop. And they stopped. So obviously the warriors, everyone is like, demon, it was like, it was Decca all along, basically. And she's taken away. Her dad pretty much is like, kill her. And I'm like, yo, that's your daughter. Well, apparently not to him, not his daughter no more.
Devil child.
And some things happen to her that I won't go into detail about. It's really bad. And she ends up actually basically getting taken to this military base called the War through Barra, which is a base full of women, young girls, pretty much all young girls around her age that are just like her, that are deemed demons, but they're called what are they called? Lord Jesus, I can't think of what they're called right now, but they're basically there. And so while she's there, she figures out that she has a lot of gifts that she doesn't know about. Obviously learning like her voice obviously has some type of yielding power towards these creatures. And when you just learn just about, what she is, her identity, and also the main message throughout the book is basically the women are treated like absolute trash. Don't that sound familiar? Okay. And pretty much the whole premise of the book is basically first of all, it find a really great trust and support team, because if it wasn't for those girls and the partner, she has a male military partner, which is called her Urini, and Kita, which they end up liking each other. I was like, oh my god, yay, I love the romance, I love the little tension romance. I love when that happens. She had a really great support team, and it was just them showing like the women were subdued. Like when I say you subdued, I mean when you guys find out what they did to the basically the creators of the kingdom, which were 4 women, like hello, terrible, just absolutely terrible. But it is a true fantasy book. The editor and Mina in sync. I love when I just read books where the author and the author and the editor are in sync. It flowed really well. The only thing I could say like that, I wish could have been changed, is I do feel like some of the scenes were they weren't needed. Like I feel like it was kind of like we were like waiting too long to me to figuring out her true identity. Like I knew obviously we're not gonna know in like 20 pages, like obviously, but it was getting so close to the point where I'm like, oh my god, we're right here, and then they're like, no, not yet, and I'm like, but I don't want to know that right now. Like I feel like there's kind of some just unnecessary details that were pretty much used, but overall just wonderful plot. And I'm telling y'all, true fantasy book. Like I commend authors who write sci-fi or fantasy, because the creativity that you tap into between the character names, the cities, the provinces, the creature names, the backstories of basically your character or just the setting itself, like it's amazing. Like it's just super cool. I love that, because, and this is not me tearing down fiction authors or authors in other genres. I just love, I'm really beginning to become like a #1 fan of fantasy. Like I love and adore fantasy so much. But you guys really need to pick up this book. I know I couldn't go in depth a lot because that would have spoiled literally everything, and I don't want to spoil anything. But yeah, I just love, it has a sense of sisterhood in there. It has, you know, just a sense of individualism, and it's showing you to just embrace who you are. So the things that you are being persecuted for, that you know are special to you, that are gifts, that are something to be reveled on, something to be celebrated, that you own up, you show it off. And you know, I feel like it was definitely talking about like marginalized just groups, like women, you know, trans women, like just anybody in those communities where it's like, oh, you don't like me because of my sexuality, you don't like me because of my gender. Well, guess what? So freaking be it. And I'm not gonna apologize either, because that's who I am. Thank you. So I hope you guys like this review. Please like, subscribe, and comment if you're definitely gonna buy it. Of course, you know, I'm gonna link, you know, a link to be able to buy the book down below. And also follow the author. I'll put her social media handle there here. And I will see you guys on the next video. Pick up the good ones, girl. Thank you guys for watching. Gypsy out. Good night. Well, bye.